going to show you how to do a water droplet. If you can see these are water droplets on this kiwi plate. That's what they're going to look like when they're fired. This is the water droplets on the orange plate after it's fired. I'm going to show you how to do that. You're going to need, for the green one, you're going to need 3 colors. You're going to need polar bear, Kermit, and a little tiny drop of green acres. And you're going to need water, and you're going to need a paper towel. This is what you're going to do. You're going to go right onto the green that's your of the plate. You want to do white first, and you're just going to make a circle of white. And if you can't make a perfect circle, it's okay, because water droplets usually aren't perfect circles. A lot of them are a little bit fatter than that, so have different shapes. You're going to make a white circle. Now you're going to wet the brush, dab off some water, and you're going to pull out some of that color that you just put in, some of that white. So you're going to have a nice ring of white with the inside just being back to the green that's underneath it. Okay, now a water droplet you have to shade, so you're going to take a little bit of Kermit and you're going to put it up in the corner of the droplet, like I'm doing here. You should be using the #1 Ultimate brush or something similar, because this brush works really nice. So the idea is to get the upper corner darker, and then add, still wet and dab it, and add a little bit of more white to the bottom edge. And you want to kind of blend them together so that you have, you know, white down this end, darker down this end, because you're getting something from, you know, from the underneath. I could have used the same color green, the Lime Ricky, but I wanted to get it a little bit darker because it gives you a little more contrast. So you want to add the Kermit to it, to the top end of the bubble. So you're going to have dark. It's sort of like this, if you can picture a diagonal line going across it. So you have white and dark. That's always the way the bubbles are. If you're doing the orange plate, you're going to have white, you're going to have polar bear, you're going to have orange crush, and then the shading you're going to do with the orange is going to be mocha fudge. The shading we're going to do with this is going to be green acres, which is very dark. So you want to wet and dab, side load the brush. It's hard because it's a small brush, but you just want a little bit of color there. And you want to go directly beneath your white line. So right where you have the white, that white edge is where you want to go. You might have to wet and dab a few times. You want to bring the green out a little bit so that it really gives you that shadow. Now it's a little harsh, so you want to go back and wet your brush and dry it off. Because what you want to do is now, with just water in your brush, just a tiny bit of water, you want to wipe most of it off, is where you're going to kind of feather that out on the edges, just so you don't have a, you know, a sharp edge. You want it to flow and look, you know, kind of feathered out. You can see the water. See, this is not a perfect circle water droplet, which is okay. When you're done that, up where you have your green, up here in this corner, you want to wet your brush and clean it off, and you want to take the tip of the brush, and now you're just going to add a white dot, and that's going to make your highlight in the bubble. And that is your bubble. When that dries, it's going to look like a perfect bubble, and it should look like this.